The Soul Games is the best new offline game with a very small size, just less than 1GB, but you will get such an interesting game RPG that our team provides, some free offline games and also the premium one, so you all will have more options. Remember to like this list and please enjoy the video of Top 10 Offline Action RPG Games Android Small Size Game. Shadowborn. This game is one of the best new offline RPG games on mobile right now. Seriously, I'm really happy that finally someone is making an offline game seriously. The first impression I got since I played this game is, it just reminds me of Diablo games like the inventory UI, the camera perspective, and how the combat style is a great game that can be as a representative of Diablo offline game. The gameplay is really interesting, where the player can switch any weapon you got by looting it from the monster. Bow, greatsword, axe, or katana sword are some weapons that can be used anytime. Even you can slash the sword while riding a horse and moving at the same time. Once you arrive at the village, then you can do some interaction with them. Anyway, it's kind of an exploration base, so we need to find out the dungeon and seek the deepest area to find the rare equipment there. I would like to give a high appreciation to the game's developer for making a AAA action RPG offline game. Then the Ace, what a great game that I highly recommend you to on my second game on this list. This is a new brand offline game that has a fantastic gameplay with a roguelike base, which is an action game. Hack and slash is the main gameplay where you can manipulate the element skill like a light, poison, or a blink effect skill. The main character will have a long-range combat style, so you need to maintain the distance while in the combat, because the hero's defense is pretty low. We need to actively move your hero into a safer position because the enemy will come from a different direction. Once you have cleared the area, then you will reach a safety spot and be able to acquire some ability to strengthen your hero's power. Ask the NPC to have a dialogue to know about the main storyline is possible. Way of the Gothic Classic RPG 3D. With less than 100MB is enough for you to enjoy a beautiful Gothic style game on mobile. You don't even need any single connection to play the entire game, no ads need to claim any special rewards, which is the game is playable offline and it's free to play. This is a new open world RPG game where the player needs to clear a variety of missions by asking the NPC around you. Each of the missions will have a different task with so many selection of rewards that you can earn after. The gameplay is we need to explore the world and find out the main objective mission that you can check through the world map, so you won't be lost or confused about your next journey. With a small sword on your hand will help you to slash the enemy, but most of the enemy will stick together, so I highly recommend you to fight them one by one by luring the closest target. That button is available to use frequently. Arcane Quest Legends 2 Offline. I'm sure every player who loves to play an offline game would know this game, right? It's because there are so many YouTubers already showing us how this game looks and they made the gameplay already. So it will not surprise you when I put it on the best list of offline RPG because it's pretty worth to play. The game's combat mechanism is absolutely impressive, even though it will easily make you fall in love when you start making a chaos. Yes, as a protagonist, we can turn ourselves to become an antagonist by hitting the NPC around them. Then, the guard or the keeper will come to attack us. Their number will consistently increase, so we need to always move and kill the guard one by one. But anyway, you will not be fighting alone because two allies will come to help you as a partner. They will attack randomly and automatically. Try to switch into a different weapon to strengthen your main hero. Gangs Fighter Vice Island, one of the best new GTA games like in offline mode. Even the developer are always giving a new update consistently. That's why we always see something new frequently. Right now I see a huge difference between the last version, so the developer adds some emotion to the NPC once we try to disturb them. They will be frightening and look like they are all screaming. It makes the game even look realistic. You know, the game size is only less than 200MB, but they successfully deliver a great effect to the object that we hit. The ragdoll physics is the other thing they are really focusing on. This is what I call with no pay to win game offline. Even I didn't get any ads along the game run, but you can get the weapon freely. White Flame the Hunter. This game is really good as a new adventure game open world offline. Of course, it's kind of a role-playing game base where the player needs to follow the main mission to enjoy the storyline. I love how beautiful the world is. With a greeny landscape and grassy ambience will easily become a mood booster. But let me tell you something, it's not for a newbie because the game's level difficulty is really hard. Even when you just face the common monster, I am sure you will have a hard time killing them. The damage gap between you and enemies is way too far, so we really will need to maintain the hero's stamina to avoid an incoming attack effectively. The world map is pretty huge that will come with an aggressive monster around you. Once you are reaching the village, then you need to ask the guild leader for more missions that need to be accomplished. 9 Dawn Remake RPG. Get this game now for free if you would like to try. Just download the demo version, but I am sure you will love this game so much. The gameplay is absolutely interesting with a top-down view perspective that will easily attract you and see the area wider. This game is RPG game based where we need to help the villagers and seek for the truth about the mystery. The game's combat mechanism is quite easy to learn. We just need to drag the aim point to the enemy for the basic attack. Hold down the button to release the attack continuously. Turbo Legends. This game will be quite weird when I put it on this list, but I think it's a great action game that everyone should play. I love the graphic, it looks so realistic and gorgeous. The bloom effect and the post-processing look so amazing, even I can see the gradation of the mirroring effect on the street. I would like to give 10 to 10 for the graphic and visual. The game's control navigation is absolutely easy to learn, even you can use the nitro to boost your speed. Anyway, once you reach the lobby, then you can increase the acceleration and speed significantly, like the top speed, acceleration effect, nitro, and also handling. Just by using in-game gold is enough to enjoy the game in no pay-to-win base. Portal Knights. I really hope any publisher will republish this game on mobile platform, especially on Android One, because it was available only for iOS and I think a lot of players are still waiting for it to release globally. Even though it was released a few moments ago, but the game's quality can be compared with the other new offline game right now. Just to let you know, you can play it as a multiplayer or play this game offline. Some players have a very unique perspective about it, especially if the game is just similar to Minecraft. Like we can build a home, do a crafting, get some material or resources around us. But the game's graphic quality is way better for me. You can even play in a third-person perspective or just the first-person point of view. So you can adjust your gameplay style then. Some weapons are available to pick, such as a bow, sword or sword and shield. EvoCreo 2. This is one of the best new offline games with a pixel art style visual. Anyway, it's a new sequel after a huge success on the previous version, which is EvoCreo 1. And I love to see how the game makes huge progress from the visualization and how the storyline is way better. It seems the developers are taking it seriously on making the next series. If you're a newbie on this game's title, then I would like to tell you if it's kind of a Pokemon games like, because you can catch the Creo becoming your pet to fight against the wild monster in the open world. We can explore the world and ask for a duel with the other NPC. At the beginning, we'll have an option to pick a Creo with their own element skill, which are fire, earth, wind, and also water. Bonus, Spider-Man 3. Does anyone remember if we can play this game offline before? Let me know if I'm wrong, because I remember how I can play this game offline without any connection. Or maybe I play it in the previous version. Basically, I love how this game is. With a Spider-Man concept, we can kill the enemy or a gangster who is trying to stop us. The gameplay is really interesting because we can learn a new skill once we successfully collect some in-game gold. Of course, you can double the rewards after watching the ads to support the developers as well. Unfortunately, as a Spider-Man game, we can't unleash the spider's web and move from one building to another. Hopefully, they will add this action. These all are the best offline games on mobile. Remember to like this video and see you on the next list. Thanks.